I'm not saying Coke is evil, but if your body had a will, it might list soda under cause of death. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Oh, come on, 2 little cans a day? That's harmless. I've survived wars, kids, and polyester slacks in August. How bad could soda be? But stick with me, because by the end of this video you might just look at that red and white can like it's a loaded weapon in a six-pack. We're going to talk about what Coke really does to your body, especially our bodies, the seasoned ones, the experienced bodies, the ones that have been around the block, collected some gray hair, and maybe creak louder than the floorboards. So grab your heating pad, park that well-aged caboose in a chair, and let's pour ourselves a tall, refreshing glass of hard truth. Now, let's not pretend. Coke tastes good. That little fizz, the burn going down your throat, the sweet zap of pleasure on your tongue. It's engineered that way. And I mean engineered like a bridge or a NASA rocket. 1 can of Coke contains about 39 grams of sugar. That's around 10 teaspoons of sugar. And no, I'm not talking about the sugar you sprinkle on your oatmeal. I'm talking about the kind that punches your pancreas in the face and runs off with your insulin. Then there's phosphoric acid. Sounds tasty, right? That stuff is used to remove rust from metal. And guess what? It also leaches calcium out of your bones. Which, I don't know about you, but I need my bones. They're doing a pretty good job of holding me up. We used to drink milk for strong bones. You remember that, right? Got milk. Posters everywhere, smiling athletes with dairy mustaches, like calcium superheroes. Now, we're chugging fizzy bone bleach, like it's a spa treatment. But here's the catch. Coke doesn't build bones. It bullies them. Imagine your bones as a retirement fund. Strong, secure, built up over years of sensible living and vitamin D. Every time you drink a Coke, it's like making a withdrawal. Not a small one, either. More like cashing out to buy a jet ski you can't even ride. And let's be honest, we're not 25 anymore. The deposits have slowed. The interest rate on bone growth, practically zero. We're not exactly in the bone accumulation phase of life. We're in the hang on to what you've got phase. And yet here we are, trading milk for cola, and wondering why our backs sound like popcorn when we reach for the TV remote. Your skeleton deserves better. After all, it's been holding you up for decades. The least we can do is stop dissolving it with soda. So if you're having 2 cans a day, that's 80 grams of sugar. Let me put that in perspective. That's like swallowing a full-size cupcake 5 times a day. Not a mini one, either. I'm talking frosting, sprinkles, and a side of shame. Except you wouldn't do that, would you? No one wakes up thinking, you know what my pancreas needs today? 5 cupcakes before lunch. Because with a cupcake, at least you know you're indulging. You see it coming. You unwrap it. There's ceremony involved. With Coke, it's a sneak attack. It's sugar in disguise, wearing the costume of a harmless lunchtime companion. It feels casual, like it belongs on the table, next to your sandwich and chips. Like it's no big deal. But sugar doesn't care about appearances. It doesn't care that the can is cold, convenient, or nostalgic. It slips in quietly, makes itself at home in your bloodstream. And before you know it, you're on a glucose roller coaster with no seatbelt and a snack bar that only serves regret. And you wonder why you're tired by 3 p.m. Let me walk you through what happens the moment you take a sip of Coke. Minute 1 asterisk. Sugar bomb explodes in your bloodstream. Your pancreas goes into DEFCON 1. Minute 10 asterisk. Your blood sugar spikes. Insulin rushes in to clean up the mess. Minute 20 asterisk. Your liver starts converting all that sugar to fat, because it doesn't know what else to do with it. Minute 40 asterisk. Caffeine kicks in. Your pupils dilate. Blood pressure rises. You feel alert, but it's fake energy. Minute 60 asterisk. The sugar crash hits. You're cranky, tired, and surprised you want more sugar. And so the cycle begins again. You're not drinking Coke anymore. It's drinking you. Now, here's where it gets serious. We're not metabolizing sugar like we used to. Our bodies are, let's say, more selective about what they forgive. You could say our internal systems are like cranky old neighbors. Less patient, more reactive, and absolutely not putting up with any nonsense. Drinking 2 cans of Coke a day at 65 is not the same as drinking it at 30. At 30, your pancreas is young and spry. It's doing jumping jacks. At 65, it's more like, you want me to do what now? Again. Our kidneys, they're slower on the uptake, like trying to flush a fire hydrant through a garden hose. The insulin response, weaker, sluggish, more like a dial-up connection than broadband. And our bones? Uh-oh, bless them, they're creaking louder than a haunted porch swing and practically begging us to lay off the acid bath. Let's be honest, at this age we read food labels the way we used to read love letters, slowly, squinting, and with a little fear in our hearts. Coke doesn't bounce off us anymore. It sticks, it lingers, and it takes its sweet time making trouble. But wait, there's more. Too much soda increases your risk of type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, yes, even the skinny ones, osteoporosis, fatty liver disease, dementia, yes, dementia. A study from Boston University found that people who drink sugary beverages daily had worse memory and smaller brain volume. Now, I've forgotten why I walked into the kitchen before, but I'd rather blame old age than a soda can. Ah yes, the diet loophole. If Coke is the devil, Diet Coke is the devil with a spreadsheet. Artificial sweeteners may not raise your blood sugar, but they still, confuse your metabolism, trigger cravings, mess with your gut bacteria, are linked to stroke and heart disease in seniors. Plus, let's be honest, Diet Coke tastes like regret with bubbles. If you're drinking Diet Coke to be healthy, that's like saying you eat Oreos for the calcium. You might wonder, why do we even fall for it? Because Coke is nostalgia. It's backyard barbecues. It's road trips with no seatbelts. It's movie popcorn. It's freedom in a can. But here's the thing, the world has changed. Our bodies have changed. And Coke? It hasn't. It's still sugary acid in a can, dressed up like an old friend. And we're older, wiser, and hopefully a bit more skeptical. So what now? Are we supposed to live off celery water and kale smoothies? No, thank you. I'd rather lick a napkin. But there are realistic swaps. Sparkling water with lemon. Iced herbal teas. Peppermint, ginger, hibiscus. Diluted juice with real fruit. Cold brew tea with mint. Try going 1 day without soda. Just one. See how your energy changes. See if your knees complain a little less. See if your blood pressure calms down. And yes, the first few days might feel awful. That's not weakness. That's detox. That's your body going, finally, you deserve to feel better than what soda is letting you feel. My neighbor Earl, 82, Vietnam vet, tougher than a microwave steak and twice as stubborn, used to drink 2 Cokes a day for 50 years. Rain or shine, holiday or not, you could set your watch by the crack of that can at noon and again at 5. He called it his medicine, which, if you ask me, is a very generous use of the word. But something changed last year. His doctor gave him a look, the kind of look that doesn't need words, and Earl decided to quit cold turkey. Within 2 months, he said his knees weren't barking like they used to. He lost 12 pounds without lifting a finger. And get this, he stopped snoring. Just like that, his wife practically threw him a parade. She says she's sleeping like a baby now, though I suspect it's really because he's no longer rumbling like a leaf blower in his sleep. And Earl? He told me, you know what's wild? I can finally taste my coffee again. Turns out, it's not supposed to taste like syrup. Sometimes we don't realize what we're missing until we stop pouring chemicals into ourselves daily. Earl didn't expect a miracle. He just wanted to prove he could do it. And what he got in return? Better sleep, lighter steps, and the taste of black coffee like it was 1973 again. Turns out, feeling better was just one can away. Lord, thank you for giving us taste buds, but also give us the wisdom to know when we're being tricked by them. Bless these bodies that have carried us all this way. Let us not dissolve them with syrup. May we reach for water more often than habit, and treat our organs like lifelong friends, not vending machines. Let our grandkids inherit our stories, not our health problems. And if we absolutely must drink soda, Lord, let it be a treat, not a routine, a sip, not a ritual, and preferably with a side of regret and a doctor's business card. Amen. If you're over 60 and still drinking soda daily, try going to 7 days without it. Leave a comment below. What did you feel? Less bloating? Better sleep? More energy? Let's stop rotting ourselves from the inside out, one fizz at a time. And remember, aging isn't about giving things up. It's about finally knowing what to walk away from. Your body deserves better than 2 cans of soda a day. And frankly, so do you.